So today what I want to show you is a really easy recipe from nutritionfacts.org, Dr. Greger's recipe, and I recently saw it on his YouTube page. He did it with pasta and we did it with pasta and it was delicious. But today I'm going to show you how we're going to make it with rice. And I'm going to walk you through the ingredients. I did change a few of the ingredients, things that we didn't like or things that we like, we added more of. So it may be a little different, but I will put the original recipe below in the description box so you can see the original recipe. I, of course, have doubled everything, so as you guys know, I always do. So I'm going to walk you through all the ingredients that I use to make our version of his mac and cheese. So for the sauce, I use 2 cups of water, and of course I'll have all my ingredients below. I use 3/4 cups of the cashews, and I only use cashews in 2 recipes, and that's my McDougal casserole and this one. So it seemed to be really yummy. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of miso. I've got turmeric, paprika, some cornstarch, which I added. This recipe does not have it originally, and I halved the garlic because it was a little powerful. And we're going to use 1/2 cup of nutritional yeast. The miso that I use, I get a lot of questions, I'm not using the golden miso for this one. I'm using their chickpea miso, which is the sweet miso, but this is the brand that I use it, and I think Whole Foods sells it. So I'm not sure about that. And then, so that's going to be the sauce, very easy. And then for the vegetables, I added more vegetables. We've got the kale, tomatoes, I've got some carrots, I'm going to add the broccoli and the cauliflower, and then we are going to add some potatoes. And the way I'm going to cut my potatoes, I have 5 potatoes about this size, is I just cut them in half, and then I just slice them like that. And so we are going to cook all this in one pot. So I'm going to show you everything. It's with the timing. And as I'm speaking, I've got 2 cups of jasmine brown rice cooking. So I'm going to take you over to my stovetop and show you what we're going to start with. Okay, so I've got a really hot skillet, and I'm using a flat skillet. You can use a pot for this. I've done it both ways, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to add some water. And now I'm going to add my hardest vegetables, which are the carrots and the cauliflower, and they take the longest to cook. And I'm basically going to add a little bit more water, and I'm going to cover them. They're going to basically steam for about 5 to 8 minutes or so, and then we're slowly going to be adding more vegetables to this. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. And everything looks like it's doing very well. I'm going to add some more water now. About 1/4 cup. And now I'm going to add my potatoes. And I'm going to let these steam and cook with these veggies for another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so every so often I'll check to make sure that there's water in my pan. That way they don't stick to the bottom and burn. So now I'm going to add the last group of vegetables, and I'm just going to kind of smush them in there and just let them steam and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes, just mixing periodically. Okay, so now we're going to make the sauce that's going to go on top. I've got my 2 cups of water. I'm going to add all the ingredients just like they do in the Greger video, and the only addition and subtraction, I'm not adding the chili powder, and I'm adding 2 teaspoons of cornstarch so it can be thick, because it wasn't thick, it was really runny, the sauce, when we made it, so it needed something to thicken it. So I'm going to start this up. Now, just a little side note, if you want to make this into a curry, just add about 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons of curry, as much as you want, and then you have a nice creamy curry as well. So now I'm going to take this over here, and I'm going to add this to the veggies. And it's going to thicken up and get all creamy and delicious. We're going to mix it gently in. Look at that deliciousness. And this, you can put it over the pasta like it says in the video, or you can put it over rice like we are now. So I'm going to just let this heat for about 3 or 4 minutes and then turn it off, and we're good to go. It's done. That was the easiest dinner. It's so delicious and creamy, and we're just eating it over a bed of rice. You can put any rice you want. I'm using jasmine brown because it's a fast cooking rice, and that's it. It's perfect. Thanks for watching.